All right, welcome back to my podcast, Not Always a Princess. I keep thinking that's what it's called. I'm like, yes, because obviously my business is very similar. I've got Dan on the show today.
Awkward Dan.
Dan's going to be really awkward for like the first 10 minutes, especially we've got people in the studio. So we're just going to let you get out of that little awkward thing you've got going on.
I feel like I'm on a news programme.
Do you?
And I'm about to be asked really serious questions.
You're on the Lauren show. How does that make you feel?
Horrific.
It's all about me. I'm joking. Right, Dan, I think I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. I think everyone's going to want to know how we met. You would not believe how many times we get asked how we met. Go for it. I'm going to let Dan do this in case I say something wrong, because it always comes across wrong, doesn't it?
It feels like this has been built up to be something spectacular, and it's really quite boring.
So shit, innit?
So I worked for a company that worked with actors, and Lauren wanted to be an actor. So we were working...
Never happened.
No.
You didn't make that happen for me
No,
either.
it didn't. Never happened for both of us.
No.
So I was working with actors, and Lauren wanted to be an actor, and we kind of met at work.
Don't have to look at the camera, darling. It's not a show.
And one of the rules of my boss is that I could never date people that I met at work, which was cool. So we kind of dated in secret for a little bit, and then our paths split work-wise, and we ended up being together.
I pretty much left straight away, so it honestly wasn't weird, but people can take things so literal, so I didn't want anyone thinking it was dodgy, but it's not romantic, it's not special.
No. It was more out of respect for my boss and the company that I worked for, that we were like, we'll just never really address that situation. And
Here we are.
Here we are.
Oh, I'm just looking at you. You look so tired. We're so jet lagged, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we are storming through. We had such a long, we had such a short trip in America.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah, but it's literally like the longest gap for such a short space of time. So I'm knackered. Are you knackered?
Tired.
He's still being awkward. He's still in that. Yeah. Right, so we've addressed how we met. So I'm literally going to kick this off straight away, Dan, with a relationship test. Dan's got questions as well. This should be fun. Right, okay. Get you.
Me first or you first?
So the way me and Jodie did it, we did like 1-1.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a relationship test to see how much we know each other.
Okay.
Absolutely no pressure. I've got 5 questions and then a bonus question. Have you got
Me
your
first.
bonus question?
Yeah,
right, yeah, you go first.
This is easy. Favourite sports team and favourite player?
That is well easy. So player.
Favourite team and player?
UK or USA?
USA.
Right, USA, Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Who plays now or has played?
Favourite player, no cheating.
Brett Favre.
Yes.
And then Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you support Man United.
I do, yeah.
And it was really annoying because when we went to Wisconsin, Green Bay,
Everybody knew Manchester City. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
He was like, Reds, not Blues, Reds, not Blues.
It was really,
everyone.
really odd that everyone was like, we were like, oh, we're from Manchester. Oh, Manchester City. And you're like, what?
Yeah, Manchester City is so freaking cool. And you're like, no, they're awful. I hate them so much. Like, worse than Liverpool.
But yeah,
Do you hate Manchester City more than Liverpool? What's the...
Liverpool more so.
Oh, right. Yeah. Scousers. Right, okay. Where and at what time of year do I want to get married?
Oh, gosh.
I had to get it in.
So it would be Christmas time, December, Christmas wedding. Where is difficult because...
Country.
Here, UK?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a trick question.
I thought that was a trick question. The only reason I think that was a trick question is because when we were in Wisconsin, I asked the tour guide if we could get married in the Packers Stadium. And he was like, yeah, that sounds amazing. And that's what I thought. Like.
And honestly, he was going to propose to me because he wanted to get on the pitch at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. I said, if you dare propose to me at an NFL game on the stadium pitch. Though. No, that's your memory. Just like when you buy me things that you like. So like for Christmas, he'll buy me a Joe's mug and I'm like, don't like sharks though.
I do.
Yeah. So he'll like buy me something or do something that benefits him. So yeah. But what was I on then?
Second question, my question.
I literally lose.
Favourite Christmas film?
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I haven't explained my wedding. Sorry.
Sorry.
I just forget where I'm at. My wedding, I would like it to be a Christmas themed wedding. I would like Santa Claus to be there from the North Pole. And I would also like it to be in the UK because I feel like it'd be cold and magical and like castle-y.
Okay.
I could not think of anything worse than being hot in my wedding dress. While we're on the subject, I'll talk about where I'd love to be proposed to.
I've not even proposed yet, but that's
no,
all right.
If you could, that'd be great. I'd love that.
No.
We're going to New York at the end of the year on our anniversary.
Absolutely. Under no circumstances
we're booking
will you
Disney
be
next
coming
year.
home
We're booking Disney.
with a ring.
But we're booking Disney though. So that's a great one. There's Harry Potter World. There's the platform 9 3/4. There's Gringotts. There's Disney. There's Mickey Mouse. There's all sorts of opportunities for you. Sorry, we're just putting that out there. Okay, your second question.
Favourite ever Christmas film?
Home Alone. Oh, yours. Oh, yours.
My
Sorry. I'm like,
favourite
all
Christmas
about
film.
me. Your favourite Christmas film is actually embarrassing. So the first time I met you, I fancied you like mad, but you gave me the ick. My ultimate ick is when someone doesn't like Christmas or like they pretend to
I
not
do like Christmas,
No,
though.
I'm setting the scene.
Okay.
When someone pretends to not like something that everyone else likes, you do this about everything.
Yeah, I do.
So if everyone jumps on the bandwagon with something, you'll pretend you don't like it.
Bandwagon people.
But then you're a closet bandwagon.
No, I am
No,
not.
you are. Not a closet gay. I was like, shit, what's come out of my mouth. Closet bandwagon because you told me when I first met you that you hated Home Alone.
It's not up there. It's a good film, but it's not top tier Christmas.
You quote that movie word for word.
It's Tim Curry, that's why.
Yes, but you pretended you hated it and you've never watched it. So his favourite Christmas film is something called Trading Places.
Yes.
Nice.
Anybody seen Trading Places?
And the crowd
No.
goes.
Yes. You like it?
It's not Beth, it's not a Christmas film.
It's set at Christmas. There is Christmas trees in it.
It's like Die Hard. Get a grip, man. Elf, Home Alone,
Hate Elf.
Christmas Chronicle.
Elf is such a bandwagon Christmas film.
You don't hate Elf because you watch it all the time. No, you don't hate
I don't like
He's
Elf.
pretending because it's a bandwagon. It's a closet bandwagon. That's all we're going to say. Anything he pretends to hate that everybody else loves, he'll do it
Trading
in secret.
Places, watch it.
Right.
Classic.
My dad likes that. You bonded
Told
over
you.
that, didn't you,
We
with
did.
my dad? Yeah, that was nice. Right, my second question is what is my biggest insecurity?
This is deep, this now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas
It's
and then
Christmas.
insecurity.
I would say the thing you're most paranoid about is your weight.
Yeah.
It's the thing that you worry about the most.
We're not even going into this right now. That's for a different episode. I think most girls will understand there's nothing worse than being insecure about your weight in front of your boyfriend. Like, it's you just want to be you want your boyfriend to fancy you. I know you do. I hope you do. You want your boyfriend to fancy you. You want to be confident. You just want to be able to put an outfit on. And sometimes it's just not the one. Like when I'm wearing like winter coats and things, I'm fine. But then summer dresses and stuff, if you're just having that really bad day where you've been eating crap and you're bloated, in front of your boyfriend, it is the worst.
Yeah.
But you're quite paranoid as well.
Yeah, I am a little bit.
Yeah, because we've bonded over that, haven't we? Because you said you thought you were chubby.
I was
as a kid.
chubby kid, and I
you
got
got
a lot
picked
of
on for
aggro for it. So then when you get older, it kind of sticks in your head a little bit, I
Yeah,
would say.
because we get quite obsessive with like food and gym and stuff, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, we'll go into that a different time
Yeah.
because the whole of TikTok knows about my issues with that. I think. What's your biggest insecurity?
I'd probably say my weight.
Yeah, we're both
weirdly.
funny about it, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think it's such a normal thing though. Like,
It's more, and this is very deep now, as I got older, I realised how more normal it is in men and sort of looking at like those unattainable bodies. And I like going to the gym, I like running a lot. But
you love running.
yeah, I love it. It clears my mind, it does everything like that. But as I got older, I was like, I will never look like that unless I really push for it. But I like McDonald's
I don't
too much.
think people realise though how much a woman loves a dad bod or like not a six pack.
Yeah.
When I watch Love Island, I can honestly promise you this, hand on heart, I do not watch Love Island and think he's well fit. I think, he's actually giving me the ick. He loves himself, fancies himself. You give me the ick with you running a little bit. I love that you like to clear the mind, but when it's like 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, I'm like, get a grip. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not going running. We're sitting in bed and we're having crumpets with Biscoff on. I've never actually had that, but everyone. Second question.
My question, third question. Where in the world do I want to visit?
Where you want to visit?
Yes, number one. Where would I go straight away next year?
Oh my God.
It's a tough question.
It's a really tough question because I thought it was Green Bay in Wisconsin.
I've ticked that off. It's done. Next.
You've got another one?
Yeah.
Chicago?
No.
America?
Yes.
Oh, I really don't know.
Boston.
Boston.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, it is
you
Boston.
don't listen to me anymore.
No, you don't listen to me. The whole studio, I've seen you sit on your phone and ignore everyone.
Yeah,
Apparently
Boston.
I do that, but you
Next
do that.
place.
Yeah, I don't even know where mine is. Everyone asks me that all the time. I think it's a really hard question because I feel like it would always be New York, but I have been to New York, so yeah. Right, okay. Mine is third one. Biggest fear.
Ooh.
What's my biggest fear?
Not getting proposed to next year.
That is not a fear, that's just an anger issue. You know what my biggest fear is?
I don't know your biggest fear.
I mean, have a guess, because that was shocking. What is my biggest fear? What am I scared of? Jodie, my best friend, sat in the studio. This is embarrassing, isn't it? How does he not know my biggest fear? What is going on?
I don't know.
Right, I've got a couple of options for you, because I've got a list longer than my arm. Crocodiles.
Yes.
Sharks.
Sorry.
Spiders.
I never listened to
ghosts,
you. I'm sorry.
Zombies.
I'm a horrible
being
boyfriend.
Kidnapped.
Being kidnapped?
Wasps. How did you not say wasps?
I don't know.
Wasps is just another level for me. You say I'm embarrassing when a wasp come near me. What's your biggest fear? Hang on. Heights?
Yeah, I'm not great with heights.
You don't like heights? No?
Open water. Awful with it.
Open water. I think we're both very...
Horrendous.
So how did you not get mine? We've
don't know.
literally got the same thing
On the
with that.
plane last night, this is how bad I am. I actually had a thought in my head, if this plane crashes and I am in open water, I'd drown.
That is such an
I'd let
intrusive
myself
thought.
sink.
On an aeroplane, I think that all the time. When they're
hate
doing the emergency exits and stuff at the beginning and they're telling you about the oxygen mask and they're telling you about your seat, I think, am I going to remember this and am I going to know what to do?
No.
On that America flight, when they showed them slides, they showed 4 blow-up slides,
Yes.
and I was like, where am I if this plane crashes, where am I sliding? Like, I'm sliding into sharks. Amazing, I'm going to die. Right, okay, fourth question.
If I could listen to one song for the rest of my life, only one song,
Right,
what would
I
it
can't
be?
remember what it's called, but it's definitely Stone Roses.
Yes.
And actually, giving this to you, I'm not a Stone Roses Oasis mega fan, but the song, what's it called?
Made of Stone.
Made of Stone.
Love it.
That is a really catchy banging song.
I thought you were going to say it was awful.
No, great song.
Great song.
I give you that. What's mine? I don't know mine. Have a
One
guess.
song.
Yeah. One. It's probably a Christmas one,
I was just
to be
going to
honest.
say, you've been listening to Heart Christmas since
August.
October. So
Not October, August.
Mariah Carey. but I
Mariah
hate it.
Carey, yeah. Or probably something from The Greatest Showman, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. Or Jurassic Park theme tune. I class that as a song. Mine's favourite movie.
Harry Potter.
No.
No.
Favourite standalone movie. It's not in a franchise. Harry Potter is my favourite movie, don't get me wrong, and so is Jurassic
Park's
Park.
a franchise.
Yeah, so it's not a franchise. Jodie struggled with this one as well.
Oh, Cruella?
Ooh, that's a great suggestion.
That is true.
Not Cruella.
No.
No, but that's in my top 10. It's a musical.
Great Showman?
Yeah, it's Great Showman. Yeah.
I feel like you have a lot of favourites.
I do have a lot of favourites, but they're all in different
everywhere.
categories, so it's different. You know, I've got my favourite musical, I've got my favourite... What's my favourite animated movie that's not Disney?
I was going to say something really, really niche that just we like.
Go on. No, it's not. It's not. Please.
What's it called?
Please.
What's
Please.
it
No,
called?
Dan, it's not that.
Can't you going to tell me what
It's very...
Water Babies!
It's not that.
Anybody seen the Water
Stop
Babies?
embarrassing us.
So when we first got together,
It's a cute story.
we actually bonded over really niche, awful films
Drop
that
Dead
we really
Fred.
liked. Drop Dead Fred.
Water
Babies.
10th Kingdom.
10th Kingdom.
Yeah. This is how I knew you were the one. No one's ever watched The Water Babies.
The Water Babies
The
is
film where
so
that little
good.
boy, he jumps into a river and he turns into a cartoon.
Yes.
And they sing songs.
Aye, cock-a-lorin'.
No one knows the movie. Okay, let's just calm that. Let's just not.
It's a great film. It's a great film.
Great film. No, this is like bandwagon shit. Like, biggest animated movie apart from Disney. It's DreamWorks.
Toy Story?
That's Disney.
Oh.
That's Disney.
I don't know.
Shrek. Shrek 2.
I have never seen you watch Shrek
I can quote
in 2
Shrek 2.
years.
I can quote Shrek 2 word for word, beginning to end, and Shark Tale as well.
I'd have said Shaun of the Dead before I
not-
would have said Shrek.
It's not a cartoon.
Well, yeah, I would have said that anyway.
No, Dan, that's not animated. That is
Okay.
in horror category. We were
Right.
actually talking about that on mine and Jodie's podcast, saying, because I have that was in my fears. I have a zombie apocalypse plan of when a zombie apocalypse comes. I thought it was going to be COVID. I thought I was going to have to be like, don't go to the
Yeah.
Winchester. Yeah, but he knows Shaun of the Dead's one of my favourite films as well. Right, let's move on, because we've talked about the Water Babies for so long.
Okay. This is a bonus question.
Yeah.
What is my most sentimental item?
You
Ever.
say I've I've gone deep. You've gone well deep. Who just whistled? That was deep, weren't it?
I don't think it's that. What is my most sentimental item?
Is it the cigars that you keep for your dad?
No.
No. Your £1,000 ridiculous helmet?
No. You've literally just spent days with it.
What have I?
Yeah.
I've got really, really bad thoughts when you said. Why was I looking at your penis? I can't go. I've just spent days with something. That's not sentimental. Ew. I hate myself right now. I've spent days with your most sentimental item.
Yes.
I feel like I really should. An NFL shirt?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, of course.
You can just buy it. Like, buy it on the NFL place.
No, so I was bought a jersey.
Your little NFL shirt.
My little one. When I was about 8, and my mum and dad bought it me, and it's about that big. And I've always kept it in the back of my head because I thought, when I have a kid, I would like my kid to wear it.
Yeah.
When we went to Green Bay, the whole thing about going was to have a very expensive picture outside the stadium with this picture.
Yeah, so he packed this little shirt that he got bought when his mum and dad bought him. 8. And yeah, honestly, like all the Americans were like, that is so cool, man. You've got a shirt from when you were 8.
Yeah.
Like, they thought it was so cool.
I was just stood crying, holding it.
I
Just
know.
looking at everything going, oh my God.
Honestly, like watching you do that was so emotional. I did not think you would cry. I did not think it'd be
like crazy.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll keep it forever. As soon as I got home this morning, it was packed. It was put in a plastic bag, away again.
And will our child wear it?
Yeah.
Is he allowed?
As long as it doesn't ruin it.
As long as he doesn't spill food down it and stuff. And I don't know why I didn't think of that, but the NFL is super sentimental to you, isn't
It's
it?
that jersey in particular. Just because I associate it with my parents and yeah, it means the world to me.
Yeah. Dan's very private.
Yeah.
So
I don't like people knowing too much about me.
No.
Which, considering I'm sat here, is
yeah, that's
massive
why
anxiety.
you see him. He goes through phases of going on my TikTok and then not going on my TikTok. You get phases of it, don't you? Because when I first met you, we were all taking the piss out of you earlier, saying that you had a Google phone and you got an iPhone for me.
Yeah.
You did. You were a bit of a private person. You didn't do social media.
No.
I remember when you used to ghost me. You used to say it was because you locked yourself out of apps.
It's possible. You can do it.
You're full of shit. That's what you are.
Yeah.
You were really ancient, really private. And then
It's only because sometimes I don't see the point in it. But I can now, being with you and seeing everything that it's brought you and how amazing it's been for your career, I've been like, oh, cool. Like, being on TikTok, for example.
social media is, I try to tell you this all the time, it's the future, it's amazing, but you need to handle it right. And especially in this day and age, or the whole cancel culture, the whole saying the wrong thing, you just have to be switched on and you just got to be really careful with what you say, but you can still be yourself and be fun.
Yeah.
The way I see it, if you get trolled or anything when you're just being yourself and you're not being like political or whatever, then that's on them, not you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you get trolled because you've said something ridiculous, then that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But you're getting better at TikTok
I'm
and
getting
stuff.
better.
But the point was, you're a very private person.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Because I feel like I keep comparing this to mine and Jodie's podcast, but mine and Jodie's podcast episode got deep very quick, and I feel like this is about to. But you told me something extremely private on our first date.
Yeah.
I've never forgotten it because you said, we're on this first date and you said you'd said it, and then you said it again, and I was really embarrassed and it's never left me. What did you tell me?
I don't know.
Like about the NFL and all that you lost your dad?
Oh,
I really like saying it without you saying it. So Dan lost his dad when he was 18, and on our first date you said you'd said it.
Yeah.
And I was mortified that I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
That you had to say it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to, it's completely up to you if you want to.
It's a really weird thing for me, and I've always never been able to actually word how it makes you feel, because it's such a weird feeling. And how we met working with actors, I worked with an actor who was a very successful actor, and I was doing a session with him and we were talking about stuff, and he'd lost his dad, and we just got onto the topic of conversation, and he said to me, and I'll never ever forget it, he said that it's indescribable, but that feeling never leaves you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never been able to find those words, that I could never say how it made me feel, but that thing inside of me has never gone.
Yeah.
It's just there forever.
So Jodie was saying the same thing. I'm getting emotional. Jodie was saying the same thing because her dad almost died of what your dad died of.
Yeah.
And she said that it will never leave her, the feeling of almost losing a dad. So I cannot imagine the feeling of losing someone.
Yeah.
And I am very lucky, and I say this to anyone and everyone, I have never lost someone close to me. When I was younger, I lost my auntie, which is my grandma's sister. And I don't remember it. I don't remember her. I don't remember the situation. I just remember losing my Auntie Barbara. That is it.
Yeah.
I've never lost friends. I've never lost family. I am dreading the day that happens. But I always think about you because you're so close to me. Like when we went to the NFL and you were crying and stuff, I was like, ew, that is what a disgusting feeling that must be to lose your dad.
Do you know what the hardest thing about it? And this is, as a lad, being a young, trying to be a man at 18, it was stuff that, and this sounds really, really daft to say, I didn't know how to shave properly. I didn't know, I'd just lost my virginity with a girl and I couldn't really speak to anyone about it. I never had, and there was lots of stuff that I had to try and work out to grow up and be a man. And it's stuff that I've got wrong and I've gone, bloody hell, maybe if my dad was here to go, don't do that, do this, don't do that, I would have been a different person.
Yeah.
But my mum's been amazing. My mum's been a mother and a father, and I will love her to the end of the earth for that. But there's just some things, and I've said this to her, that as I've grown up, I've gone, I needed a man there.
It's just the same as losing your mum.
Yeah.
Like a girl, I mean, you know, if someone lost their mum, do you go to your dad about sex? Do you go to your dad about tampons? Do you go to your dad about it's literally? I think mums and dads both have a different role.
Yeah.
I know some people don't have a mum or a dad or anything, but I think everyone knows mums and dads have a completely different role.
Yeah.
And I honestly, so I'll just obviously say your dad died very unexpectedly.
Yeah, massively.
And that's a big deal. I think.
Yeah.
I think if you get told your dad's got cancer and he's got months to live, it's a very different situation to your dad just went out, didn't he?
Yeah, I'd moved to, I was 18, I'd moved to London to go to drama school, so I was at drama school, and my dad just went out playing golf one morning, and then
Said he was going for lunch with your mum. I always remember your mum telling me that.
My sister had just bought her first house, and the day before he'd gone out and was getting everything that you would want to get for a first house, and they were going to dinner that afternoon, and he just, a heart attack and never woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sad.
It is sad. And that was the biggest thing that
It's such a weird feeling that I can't imagine that. I'm sitting here going, oh, awful, and that awkward smiling because I don't know what to do.
No one knows what to say.
It's awful.
And growing up, I was like that because my mental health crashed. And I think as everybody in the family did. And you go to the doctors and it's,
what was
take
awful
that, do
for
this,
you
do
is
that,
you'd literally, the rest of your family kind of married, starting to have kids. I mean, some of them didn't have kids because you've got a brother and two sisters. I think the worst thing for me with you is that you'd started drama school.
Yeah.
And to get into, I never did drama school because I was too scared to go to drama school. I was too scared to audition. But it was one of my lifelong dreams to go to drama school because that's kind of everyone's career path if you want to be an actor. You got to drama school. Was it your first week?
I was a week in, yeah.
A week in and you get told you've lost your dad.
It was the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened to me because I could throw myself into doing something, but then in the back of my head I was like, all these people that I love are
back at home.
6-hour drive away and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
And it was, but it's one of them things that everyone's going to go through.
Yeah.
And it is horrendous, but from my own experience, the only thing I ever say about it, and it's not different if you're a man or a woman, but I think as a man, one of my really good friends, Lorenzo, it's really weird how I know him from playing football and stuff, and he's 21 and his dad's just passed away from a really long illness. And the first thing I said to him was, don't ever be scared to speak to someone about it, because it's that whole thing about men's mental health now, and everybody bashes on about it. And I said that to him and was like, speak to someone.
It's so true because when I see you cry, it's well weird. And it shouldn't be, but it is because you never cry. And then, My best friends, they cry all the time. They'll ring me crying about everything. They'll ring me crying on their period. It's so normal for girls to cry.
Yeah.
As soon as a guy cries, they get called all sorts of stuff and, oh, you need to man up. And I hate that phrase, man up. But like you going through losing your dad at 18, like everyone thinks you're supposed to be a man at 18 and stuff. But in reality, do you know what? 18 years old, you're still a baby.
Yeah,
in your mum's eyes, you're the baby of the family as well.
I still am at 32.
Yes, you are.
Still the baby.
Yeah, he is. Johnny, did you hear that?
I am. I'm still the baby.
Yeah. Still gets his roast dinners made by his mum, and his underpants washed. But I think that's probably been a knock-on effect of losing your dad as well.
I don't know. It brought me and my mum closer together without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Because
all of your siblings are now married with kids.
Yeah.
You're not. But yeah, like I think because you're the baby of the family, like you've kind of took that role of your dad, haven't you?
I tried to be there for her. 100%, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna move us on because I know it's quite a sad topic for you.
Right.
It's the same with Geordie because obviously she went
through
something similar, but luckily she didn't lose her dad.
Yeah.
But it was horrific. So we've done the deep bit. Is it my question?
It's your
still on
question.
questions.
Bonus question.
No, I'm on question 5. You've done your question 5.
Yes, I have.
So my 5th question is, what's my biggest ick? Should we do with you or should we do like in general? Do both. What's my biggest ick with you?
With me, I think you would say that I'm quite a negative person.
Yeah, honestly.
Not even in a deep way. Like if you're like, oh, we'll do that. I'm like, oh, we might not though. I can be quite negative.
Yeah, do you know those people that where you're like, oh, do you know what? Like, I think I'm going to win the lottery. And they're like, are you though? Do you really think, like, I think it's like a 1 in a million chance. And
I'm a realist.
Really don't, negative was the best word. Yeah.
I would say that.
And you're OCD. I mean.
I can't help that though.
Right. Oh, my, locking a door. I can't, Dan. I can't.
So if I lock a door, I've got to put 2 fingers on it so that the lock doesn't snap and go locked, locked, locked.
It goes locked,
and then
locked,
I can walk
locked,
away.
locked about 10 times. Locked? It was locked, wasn't it? Locked. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
and then you do that every night before bed. Lloyd's Bank, Santander, got all my bank cards, keys. Did I just say keys? Oh my God, it's so
I have
annoying.
to check that everything's there before my mind can rest easy.
Yeah, I think my biggest stick with you was the iPhone thing. Really stressed me out. You kept taking pictures of us as a couple that it was like robotic. It was like
Yeah, it was.
90s style picture. I think you can seriously tell when someone's got an iPhone and an Android. It really stresses me out. I can see when celebrities have an Android.
That's sad.
I know, because it's the quality of the picture. Alicia Dixon has an Android. Would you believe it? Her pictures compared to Amanda Holden when it comes to Britain's Got Talent, shocking. And then bonus.
And that was my bonus question.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Have we done that?
Yeah, I think we might have done my favourite song and then skipped.
Right. Bonus question for me is, what do you think is the best gift and the worst Christmas gift you've ever bought me?
I missed a question, I just
You
realised.
did miss a question. I know you did.
No, so let's answer that first. So say again.
The best gift you've ever bought me for Christmas and the worst gift you've ever bought me for Christmas.
I would say worst Sweetcorn.
Why did that happen? So we've got this thing now where we have this tin of Sweetcorn.
Right.
Where is the Sweetcorn?
I have the Sweetcorn.
It's your turn.
So when we first got together, and I think you'd come round and we were making food. And this is when Lauren was being really polite. It was like, I'm not really a big eater. And like, she walloped a full tin of Sweetcorn. And
Because Dan said that people only have half a tin of tuna and half a tin of Sweetcorn. I was like,
100%.
in what caveman world do people have half a tin of tuna?
Well, she walloped it.
I was starving.
And it's been a running joke for ages. So
Dan,
far.
can I just tell them what you made me though? You made me a few leaves of spinach. I'm not even taking the piss. I'm going to pause this on my Instagram because I still have the picture. It traumatised me. I was starving. You put a few leaves. You said salad. Salad to me is not a few leaves of spinach.
Nice diced tomatoes.
A few.
Bit of tuna.
At most. Half a tin of tuna and half a tin of Sweetcorn. I'm absolutely starving.
So I think for Valentine's Day that year, I got you it must have been Christmas.
And then I passed it back to you for Valentine's Day.
A big tin of Sweetcorn. And now for 2
Every
years,
occasion, we pass the Sweetcorn back to each other. It's absolutely brilliant.
I still got it.
Yeah, for Christmas, I'm getting Sweetcorn. Love that.
Best Christmas present.
Best Christmas present that you've ever bought me, because you can be quite sentimental. You can be crap. And you can be sentimental.
I think I have what my favourite...
One of the worst gifts was the Jaws mug. I need to get that out there.
I love the Jaws
I don't
mug.
like sharks.
I would either say 10th Kingdom map.
Ooh.
You forget about it.
I didn't forget about it. There's a lot of things, yo.
Or the Jurassic Park ring, I would say.
And they are none of my answers.
They're not.
So, you are very sentimental.
Yeah.
I like that about you. The 10th Kingdom map. So, there's a programme called 10th Kingdom. There's 10 episodes. I've made all my friends watch it and family watch it. One of my ex-boyfriends, I watched it with him and he hated it and I knew he weren't the one. Both my ex-boyfriends hated it.
Yeah.
Understandable. It is a bit
I think it's
quirky,
good.
but Dan loved it and I was like, yes. It's like a fairy tale thing. They go into another world through mirrors and stuff. And Dan hand-painted me the massive map of the 10th
it's
Kingdom.
huge.
I did forget about that.
It's unbelievable.
Because my favourite gift you've ever bought me was the battle plan from Home Alone.
Really,
So he
that?
hand drew Kevin McAllister's map where he was going to get where he was going to attack the burglars. So it was like sandpit, tins of paint, and it is the exact map.
Paused it and did it all.
Yeah, because Kevin McAllister does draw that.
Cool.
And that was
Is it
I
really
cried.
that?
Yeah, I cried.
I do remember you crying to that.
Yeah, because that is sentimental, because I love that film. It makes me feel really Christmassy, it makes me feel really good, and you hand drew it. Yeah. You like to hand
That's
draw,
quite
don't
sweet.
you? Yeah.
It's because you can't get them anywhere, that's why.
Yeah, well, you kind of got your bonus.
The last question, what is my biggest dream?
Oh, well, I would have said it were going to the NFL in America,
Ticked
but
it off. Done.
I would say
It's a tough one.
Oh, no, your biggest dream's probably your career. It would either to be a successful actor or like be a successful like radio voiceover person for like football maybe.
Yeah.
You're quite career driven, but I think when you want to be an actor or when you want to be like on the radio or something, without social media these days feels impossible.
Career-wise, if you could do that, I would be working either for the NFL or the Premier League in football. Yeah. Doing voiceover stuff, which I do bits of. I'm quite proud of myself over that. But
he was the voice of Philadelphia, the cheese.
Yeah, I've done...
Spread,
Listen,
slice.
that's a banging advert, that.
It was very sensual, wasn't it? Like, bite, crunch, slice. I was like, right then. And everyone kept texting you during Love Island, I've just heard you on the Philadelphia advert. So I got that right?
No.
What's your biggest dream?
My biggest dream, and you always say that I never, ever acknowledge when you say this, is to have kids.
No, it
is.
Pardon?
It's only because...
When I say, oh, look at me, Dan, I've got a really big belly from Chinese, you go,
It's because it's Chinese, that's why.
Yeah, but I go, it's a baby Back to the Future. And you're like,
I'd be devastated if I never had kids. I really want children. Yeah.
I feel like we've just had a breakthrough. What about getting married?
Absolutely not. It's a waste of money.
Well, I won't have children until I get married, so, got to fit in that wedding dress, you know?
I'd be gutted if I never had kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with that. I already know the names of my kids, both female and male. You've agreed on them.
I've agreed.
It's in my notes on my iPhone. Yeah, we're not going to reveal them because if someone steals them, Molly May's pregnant at the minute. She takes my name. Coming for you, Molly May. There's a lot of pregnant celebrities at the minute, and I always dread that they're going to use our names because one of them's really common and then one of them's not. So the boy one's not common.
Not common.
They're both from movies, but then the girl one's really common. I don't want anyone to steal it. Right, okay, so we're going to play a game now, Dan. Okay. Now we've just had a little deep chat and stuff. I feel like I need an alcoholic beverage. It's not an alcoholic beverage.
I wish it was an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, same. This is a game. Okay. It's a Christmas game. Have you ever heard of the mouth guard game? Because actually, funnily enough, I've never played it.
I've seen pictures of it, but I've not played it.
This is going to sound so funny for anyone not watching this podcast on YouTube. Okay. If they're just listening on Spotify in their car, it's going to be hilarious. Right, okay, so basically, we've got this mouth guard in, and then you've just got to guess what the other person's saying. Loads of stuff in here, and I've not seen them previously, but I think they're Christmas-related things. Okay. So get your mouth guard in. I feel like I'm at the dentist.
I was going to say, I'm not even sure.
You're probably going to see all my Invisalign things on my teeth. Don't zoom in, because I've not finished my Invisalign yet.
Oh, how
do you do it? How do you do that?
I thought you went like that.
Oh, is that right? No, that's not right.
Like that?
That bit goes in.
Yeah, genius.
What?
Uh-uh.
What?
Yeah.
Like that?
No. Huh. There you go.
How did that hurt? I thought it was going to hurt a bit more than that. Do you only got hairs?
Yeah. Ready?
I had my makeup done. It's going on my makeup.
All right. So,
Oh, gosh. Okay, so I had to say this and you got to guess it.
Yeah.
Handcars.
It hurts when I laugh.
It digs in the plastic.
Yeah, it does.
Health and safety.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
I think S's are really easy to say. There's certain letters that you can't say, and you're really drilling. It's D's, drilling.
Yeah.
Ow.
Huh? It's like a dog barking. Say it again.
Ow, it hurts. Ow.
L.
Ow.
L.
It really hurts when you laugh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Ready? Oh,
that
it's
the
so
drilling?
long. It's a wonderful life.
Oh, that's easy. It's a wonderful life.
Yeah. Oh,
It's really, really, really hurting.
God.
Oh, shit. Oh my God, Christmas is you.
Huh?
Why's my voice going funny? I'm trying
Stuck
not
the
to.
tire in.
Oh my God, Christmas is you. Mariah Carey.
I hate that song. It's awful.
Oh my God, we so should have done sexual innuendos with this, shouldn't we? That's the next one. Okay. It's your turn.
That's
Your
that.
turn. It really is, doesn't it? Here you
Okay.
are, here you are.
Okay.
Ah,
Like Christmas, it's a
don't you this?
thing, party.
Oh,
These are so difficult.
I thought someone else sang that.
No.
Like Christmas
Yeah.
by Real Cosby.
Not El Cracker.
Real.
No. Ring Cracker.
Boring.
It's so
It's
good.
really hurting. Right, I'm gonna do one more. I think
Okay.
I've cut her out again. Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold
There you
on.
go.
Yeah, okay, let's just see if there's any more. Okay. One more. Oh, it really hurts,
It
doesn't it?
hurts a lot.
The snowman.
This. The snowman.
Snowman. Yes, I'm
Oh
done.
God, you're gonna cut your guns.
I know.
Yeah.
Health and safety. Oh, Jesus, that really hurts, doesn't it?
Oh my word, yes.
Let's just have a drink of water. That really hurt. Jesus. Oh, this floaties in my drink. I think it's glitter from the Christmas baubles that I bought with that.
That really, really hurts.
My mouth feels so weird now. Who do you think won that? I think
Me.
you did.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, that means I won.
No, I won.
Right, okay. Who said them better?
Me.
All right, whatever. Oh my God, I've actually never played that at Christmas.
never
My
played that.
favourite game at Christmas was Pie Face. What a game. What's your favourite game at Christmas? I used to be scared of a Christmas game when I was younger.
What?
I was really scared of Buckaroo. I didn't like it at all.
Buckaroo?
Yeah, it's really just, it puts me on edge.
Generally, pop-up pirate.
Is that Buckaroo?
No. Age gap. So you used to put a pirate in like...
Should we tell everyone our ages? Because I feel like that's going to come up as well.
Yeah, I'm 32.
I'm 25. Yeah. Same age gap as my dad and my stepmom, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we met when I was 29 and you were...
No. We met when you were 31, I think. No, 30.
No, we've
30
been
because we
together
were
2
together 2
years.
30.
30.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Buckaroo.
Buckaroo, yeah. No, I don't know what that pirate game is.
So pop-up pirate was you would put a pirate in a barrel and you would get swords and stick it in the barrel.
like
and if you hit
like
the
Kerrang or something? What?
I don't know. And if you hit the pirate...
Kaplunk. It's
never
like that,
played
where
it.
you stick things in and...
No, but if you hit the pirate would pop up.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like Buckaroo.
Yeah, Buckaroo, what a terrifying game. I was really nervous when I was playing it. Also, Operation, felt like that was a very traumatic game as well.
Banging game operation.
Touching the heart, like you were like, oh my God. Did you ever play them things where you had to like get that metal thing and you had to like go
Yeah, and take it
all the way around and it'd go beep and you had to start again? What about the game where you had to put your finger in it and it'd go beep, 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 and one of you would get electrocuted? Have you played that?
played
Anyone
that
else played that game? You would all stick your finger in a pod and one of you was going to get electrocuted and it'd go
Sounds
beep, 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 ah, and one of you would get electrocuted. Great game. You need to play that game.
Christmas.
Right, okay. Would you like to play another game, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you enjoying these games?
Yeah.
These are questions to get to know you, Dan.
Okay.
Because I feel like because you dip in and out of my TikTok, people are like, are you still with Dan? How old's Dan? Where did you meet? And I never answer them because you just disappear off the face of the earth with your Android. Right, questions to get to know Dan. So, something people may not know about you. Hard on the spot, isn't
This is
it?
hard on the spot.
I've got it.
Go on.
Ballet.
Yes. So I went to drama school on a ballet scholarship, and I don't tell many people that because I find it quite embarrassing.
You've got a really good point, haven't you?
I have. So I started doing ballet when I was...
Can you show us your point? If you're watching this on YouTube, this podcast, you need to watch because...
the shoe's coming off.
This...
There you go.
Ooh,
It's quite
look
good.
at your point.
I was a late bloomer with ballet, and I started doing it when I went to college and found a bit of I was good at it. So to go to drama school, I went on a dance and drama award. So I didn't pay for anything, so I had to do ballet.
Go you, Mr. Show Off.
Yeah.
You never continued with ballet?
I didn't, and it's one of my biggest regrets that I should have continued doing it. But yeah, I loved it.
Something your mum doesn't know about you.
Oh, bloody hell.
No, you be careful what you say
I was
here,
just
honey.
going to say, it's...
All them girls that you've been out with.
I don't really know what to say. I'm like...
Dan's, not saying you jump around, but you've had fun.
No, but I've been a young man at university. I would say.
Interesting. So your mum doesn't know that about you?
No.
Thought you're not Rita.
And
Your precious son.
nights out as well. We've got up to some very peculiar stuff on nights out with mates and stuff.
Moving on.
Yes, move on. Quickly.
I don't want to talk about any of the girls. Anything. So how old are you? 32?
32.
Almost 33.
No, I'm not. I'm 33 in May. I've got ages. Don't wish my life away.
Most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
I've ever done.
So hard to think about stuff like that on the spot, isn't it? Like, your whole life, 32 years have passed by and something embarrassing you've done.
I've shit myself. I know you have. I've done that. Everyone's done that.
You've shit yourself?
I shit
Where
myself,
and when,
yeah.
though? That's
So, I went, before the whole COVID lockdown stuff, I went on a lads holiday to Hamburg with my friends. And if you've never been to Hamburg, Hamburg is the best night out you will...
What did you do? What did you do there?
I'm not going into it. You will ever go on. And we were 3 days drinking, and I was in, me and my mate Murph, my best friend, whenever we go away, we always share a bed together because
You didn't shit yourself in a bed with Murph.
So I was in bed next to Murph, and he was eating something, and it was like 3 a.m, and Jamie was in the bed next to us.
I'm absolutely mortified.
I think Abbott was in the bathroom, and I just farted, and I just looked at him like, Murph, I've just shit myself, and he was dying laughing, and he was like, have you shit yourself? And I was like,
In the bed with him?
And the worst thing about it, right?
And if anyone
was
knows Dan
in the
shits.
room next to us was this group of Germans that we'd got chatting to. And it was a group of girls and a group of lads. And Murph was like, oh, come in. So I was under the duvet with shitty boxes on. And they were getting him to come in to take the piss. But yeah, I shit myself in Hamburg.
Dirty bugger.
Yeah.
I instantly knew you were the one when we were in Mexico. And I shit myself.
You shit yourself?
I did a TikTok. Oh, it hit 1 million views. So actually, I'm quite happy that I did the shit yourself TikTok. But I remember looking at you and being like, Dan, I've literally shit myself. Like, and you went, actual shit. I think that's what the person next to you always says. Like, you've actually shit yourself.
Yeah.
That was mortifying. And then I did it in Tesco when I was really poorly. But that was
you
only
did.
like a month after Mexico.
Yeah.
I was like, am I just having a shit yourself streak? I was in Tesco, but the worst bit about that is it had fully leaked, hadn't it? Yeah. But I was poorly. I didn't just...
Yes, you were. We
just
both
fart
were.
and shit
Yeah.
myself. I have more control than that. And I was ill in Mexico as well.
Yeah.
Because of the dirty water.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one, Dan.
Thanks.
Some of these you've already answered. One place in the world you'd love to go, big life goal.
Boston, anywhere in America, big life goal. I want to work for the NFL.
What a great question that's coming up next.
Go on.
When are you proposing?
Oh, come on, man. Like,
It's on the sheet of paper that I'm holding in my hand. I can't help the questions.
not in New York.
Oh, it's proper out of order, that.
Sorry.
I think the more you
I tell
say
you what.
not in New York, I won't expect it. And then if you do it in...
It's not happening. Trust me. Trust me on that one. I will make a deal right here. If you take me back to Green Bay, I will get on one knee.
So I've got to spend... So I've got to pay for you to go to Green Bay. So I've got to pay $2,000 for 3 days to get a ring.
In fairness.
Expensive trip.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah. Next year, Green Bay, 2023.
That's not how it works, babe. You don't pay a big lump of money to your boyfriend to get you a ring.
Look at that finger and look at how great a ring
I've not got my nails on. If you ever propose to me when I've not got nails on, oh my God.
I'd say maybe next year.
It's not just me. You think I'm weird, right? There's a girl called Beth sat in the studio right now.
Yeah.
When I was shooting for Swan brand and I was doing all my advert and everything, lovely Beth was telling us where, when, how, what she was wearing, the transport she was getting, how long it would take her in the transport to get to the restaurant, what food she was eating. I was invested in that shit. Did she get proposed to? Absolutely not.
Maybe your partner's got dreams too, Beth.
Yeah, he's got an idea of where it's coming, Beth.
Yeah.
So, but it's not just me. I'm not. We're all bit psycho with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just don't make it last ages. It's a bit irritating.
So again, my group of friends, we're all really, really close mates. And one of my really best mates, Phil, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met. 10 years.
If you are, I would dump you after 5.
He met his girlfriend when they were in school. They've
That's
got
different.
3 kids, 10 years he made away.
You're 32 and I'm 25. Yeah. We're getting on a bit. Do you know
I'm
what I mean?
going by Phil's years, 10 years.
Absolutely not. I'm just letting you know I am going to Disney next year with you. So that would be just a nice opportunity.
Sorry.
What is your biggest ick? Be nice. I've already told them about the biting the nails and picking my toes thing.
Oh, it's horrendous. It's horrendous. My biggest ick, I would say that you plan everything.
Beth.
Everything.
Yeah.
I knew that I would end up going out with you. I knew that, but I was told that I would ask her to be my girlfriend on New Year's Eve, because New Year's Eve is a really shit night, so she wanted something to celebrate, so I made her wait until the last chime of Big Ben.
I'm sure it went over.
I made her wait.
I will never forgive you for almost asking me to be your girlfriend on the 1st of January.
Yeah.
The worst month in all the months. You almost did that to me.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't want you ruining Christmas. You know, we've got enough to celebrate at Christmas. And then who wants to be asked to be their girlfriend on the 27th of December? Had to be a day.
I technically asked you out in October.
You did actually. So he was really drunk singing the Stone Rose. No, singing Oasis.
I was.
What was the song?
Slide Away. Great song.
He was singing Slide Away Oasis. Dan's a very emotional person, but on alcohol, it is heightened. He's like, I love you so much, baby girl.
I did not say baby girl at all.
You do say really soft shit.
I do not say that.
I love you so much. I have got text evidence where you've gone, I can't wait to marry you. Only when it's pissed. I just need to get a vodka down here in Disney World and I'll be right on there.
Hey,
on the
I
money.
asked you out and then I projectile vomited everywhere.
You did.
Everywhere.
In my friend's house.
In your friend's first time I'd ever met him, got absolutely
he was being
blitzed.
polite. They'd offered him a massive, sharing board thing, and he had one samosa.
I hate a samosa. And then
he spewed it up. And he went, I love you so much. Will you be my girlfriend? And I was like, it's not New Year's Eve. It's really not in my plan.
In fairness, you were nice about it. And the day after, you were like, oh, so you asked me something
we
really nice.
all right, we are going out, but it's really not New
still
Year's
sick
Eve.
from him. But no, let's just leave it. We'll pick that up another day.
So we kind of get to our first anniversary in October and then it happens again in December. So we've both got a different view of what our anniversary is.
Yeah.
So I just want to take a minute to thank my sponsor of this podcast, which is Swan brand. I was actually very lucky to be the face of their Nordic range, which is my favourite range you've probably seen on TikTok. So yeah, huge thank you to Swan brand. Make sure you check out their website. Get all your kitchen goodies. And I also have a discount code, which is LaurenS20. So you get a discount and you get a good kettle. Yeah, check them out. Swan brand. Okay, most expensive item you've ever bought. It's embarrassing, Dan.
So I have, as you can probably tell, I'm really obsessive about the NFL. And a player that I love, he's my favourite.
Was it Brett Favre?
It is Brett Favre. So I did a really good voiceover job, so I don't spend money like this all the time. But I treated myself to a signed NFL Brett Favre helmet.
How much?
It was like $1,000. It was crazy
for
money.
A yellow helmet that just sits in his bedroom.
I stare at it
and he
all
won't buy
the
a ring,
time.
and he won't buy a ring for the love of his life. He just has this helmet sat there.
It's glorious.
Yeah, proper geeky that, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay. Which Disney character would you be?
Donald Duck, all day.
Would you?
Yeah, I feel like he's really misunderstood. I love him.
What? Why is he misunderstood?
He's always angry. I feel like I connect with him.
He is.
He's always been seen as miserable, but he's not. He's really happy.
You are a proper miserable person when you want to be, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And people wouldn't think that about you, but you are.
Yeah, I can be.
That's one of my icks with you. It's not the negative. It's the negative thing, but you are quite miserable.
He's not quiet.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Donald Duck.
Favorite. I love this. Favorite. Oh, right. So when they've put favourite Christmas movie and normal movie, but I thought that's because your normal's Trading Places.
Trading
right?
Places all day. I'm going to watch it later.
Normal movie.
No. Back to the Future 2.
Does everyone knows the story about what I did? So when you were kind of like, we were doing acting together, I was like, I really fancy this guy, but I've added him on Facebook 3 times already and he keeps declining them. I just remember you having this really geeky picture as your profile picture, and every time I showed people, they were like, what? I was like, his pictures don't do him justice. He would have stood there in a Man United shirt like, and I was like, right, that's just not doing justice. But I added you on Facebook 3 times.
You did.
I wasn't getting your attention.
No.
Started wearing subtle Back to the Future t-shirts for doing my acting. You were noticing them a little bit. I actually wore a bridesmaid shirt, and you went, and I had Helen and Annie from the Bridesmaids chick flick, and you went, I'm not looking at your boobs, but no breasts. You said, you went, I'm not looking at your breasts, but cool t-shirt.
It was a cool
the most
t-shirt.
Awkward thing.
I'm an awkward person. Leave me
you could
alone.
have ever said to a girl, I'm not looking at your breasts, but bridesmaids. I was like, what the hell? So then I started doing that, and then
You
I
cosplayed Back to the Future.
I got my friend Mel to dress up as Doc. She actually ordered the outfit for me. What a gal. She ordered that. I ordered all the separate bits, to try and make it really unique for Marty McFly. This is when you'd accepted me on Facebook. So I thought, I've got a way in now, like, he can see my cosplay.
Yeah.
You did tell me it wasn't movie accurate. I was really pissed off. That had taken me a long time to put together.
Yeah.
Very expensive. I paid to be with you.
You did.
I paid to get noticed by
I'm
you.
paying now, trust me.
Oh, how did you just get that in?
Yeah, Back to the Future 2, love it.
Yeah. Back to the Future 2, absolutely not.
What?
First one, where we're
Absolutely
going,
not.
we don't need roads.
Yeah, but that's in 2. The car flies in 2. It technically flies at the end of 1, but it flies.
But in the first
properly
movie,
in 2.
you have that line, we're sending you back to the future.
It's true, but 2
Goosebumps.
just gives you the feels. It's amazing.
There's a lot of movies, actually, that number 2 is better. Shrek 2.
Never
Best
seen it.
yeah, you have, with the fairy godmother.
Yes, I have.
Of course you have. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of... What a great film. Lots of second movies better, but then some are really shocking. Like, if you watch Grease 2 and you like it more than Grease, you are one sad person. Have you seen Grease 2?
I've seen it, of course I have.
With Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah.
I won't watch it. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that. She's what? What were you about to say?
She's so fit in that film. But it's an awful film, but she is fit.
How rude of you. Favourite song, you've said Stone Roses.
Yeah, Stone Roses, Made of Stone.
Last Meal on the Planet, one of my favourite questions. Can I guess this?
Yes.
Should have guessed all these, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Last Meal on the Planet for you would probably be a big fat cheeseburger.
Are you serious?
An Indian, a curry.
Yes.
A curry.
Yes.
Yeah, a curry.
It's what I'm having tonight. Chicken tikka madras.
It's not a Friday.
We're breaking the bank. We're going out. I've been in America. I've missed one. We're making up for it.
Oh, God.
So I would go
I
chicken
hate
tikka
curry.
madras, onion badger, garlic naan.
Barger.
Badger. Who do you think you are? Badger.
How do you say scone?
Scone.
Oh my God. How do you say dressing gown?
It's a house coat.
Oh, that is embarrassing.
Listen.
Cut that out.
Because you're on a podcast.
My boyfriend
you're like,
calls the
"Ooh."
dressing gown a house coat.
You live in a house and you wear it in the house to keep warm. It's a house coat.
Life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my biggest dick. They call a dressing gown a house coat.
How do you say scone?
Scone. What was that joke about? It's scone. That's what I thought it was called, scone. What was even the question?
My favourite, Last Meal on the Planet, chicken tikka madras all day.
Yeah, you sound like James Corden and Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's banging though.
I just don't get the thing with curry. Like Chinese all day, every day.
It makes you feel
curry
too
sauce.
sick after it.
It does. But so does a curry with what you order.
No, it does, but that's because I have volume. I could have a couple of Salt and pepper chips, I'd feel like shit the day after.
Yeah, true that. Salty as shit.
They are nice, though.
Yeah, and your last meal on the planet would be a roast dinner if it weren't for Rita shoving mash down your throat, like Jodie's mum, every single Sunday. And then your mum breaks the cycle. She'll have it in the week as well.
Yeah, and Monday.
Your mum has 2 roast dinners a week.
Yeah, it's her favourite meal.
Yeah, but
And then
she
bubble and squeak.
loads the mash on, which I love. Yeah, then she'll make bubble and squeak out of all the leftovers.
Put all the leftovers in a frying pan, fry it up, and then eat it.
Yeah.
Bit of brown sauce.
Your mum's not a terrible cook. But
She's not a terrible cook.
She's not. I'm joking, Rita. But she does make the same food every week.
Yeah.
She has like fajitas
Yeah.
once a week.
We like fajitas.
Sunday roast twice a week.
Yeah.
That's 3. She loves a bit of beef stew from the roast dinner. She'll make the beef stew on the Monday or bubble and squeak.
Yeah.
You do kind of need to break that routine. A curry on a Friday.
Curry's a banging. What is wrong with you?
Sorry. Do you... That's a great question.
What?
Do you think you look like my dad?
No, I don't. As much as I really get on with your dad, he's a chav and I'm not. I love you, Mark.
If that doesn't get edited out, don't edit it out. He's going to batter you.
His big gold chains, like, you right, Dan, you right. Right, all right, Mark.
So me and Dan have this thing where we don't know where we're going to live because he thinks Salford City is the most magical place on
planet,
earth.
Tower Salford.
If you say Salford to anyone else, they think it's rough as shit, right? You think it's like this magical Disney world, right? Because you've got the BBC and you live nowhere near it.
We've got the BBC, we've got ITV, we've got Manchester United.
But you live nowhere near it.
What's wrong with
You
you?
live on the outskirts. No.
The suburbs, we're doing all right.
My grandma is actually from Salford.
She's from Salford.
Weirdly, and she moved to Paddington.
She did.
Dan just likes to take the piss out of Burnley. I get it. Whenever I go on holiday, I get taken the piss out of for Burnley.
Yeah.
But you just can't speak. You don't live in like, you don't live in a posh place like London. You live in Salford.
Yeah.
And it's not even Manchester.
I think we'll end up living in the countryside somewhere.
Oh yeah, because we just cannot agree on anywhere, can we?
No.
But can we just move back to the thing where you just call me dad chat? Oh my God, he's actually going to deck you. You know that, don't you?
He's all right, we have banter.
He is proper like, you're 8 laws.
You're 8 laws, just listening to Eminem.
Oh
You're
my
8.
God, right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ring my dad. I'm going to see what he says. Or he'll go, Lauren. Right, we're going to ring dad. And do you know what? The one thing about my dad, he always answers. If I was going to ring anyone in the world, if I was going to get £1 million from answering.
The one last time you did a video about this, we couldn't work out whether I look old or your dad looks young.
Everyone said my dad looks younger than you. And he's nearly 50. Come on, Dad. He always answers. And the minute I've said it, he's not going to answer. I go, you right? I'm just at work, Loz. You all right? He will ring me back, okay? Dad, seriously, you're really embarrassing me right now. My dad's on the next episode. I'm going to ask him the same thing. Everyone said you look like each other because of your smile.
I can see the smile, to be fair.
He's really pissing me off because he answers. Doesn't he answer all the time, Geordie? Like, right, you're out of order, Dad. Ring me back. We're going to put it on loud. Yeah, so everyone thinks you look like my dad. It's been this ongoing thing like, oh my God, I literally thought that was your dad.
Yeah.
And then everyone says my dad's too young to be my dad.
He's a very young dad.
He goes to Ibiza and gets smashed. He goes on Snapchat.
That was when we first started talking about families and stuff, and you show me a picture of your dad, and he was in Ibiza with sunglasses on, like dancing like DC-10. Wasted. I was like, that's
my
your
dad goes to more clubs than me, and he's always like, let me just Snapchat your laws. And I'm like, Dad, I don't have Snapchat anymore. Like, I had Snapchat in high school, then we moved to Instagram, and now I'm on TikTok. And every single day he'll ring me and he'll go, do you want to make some content, Lauren? I'm like, did you just say content, Dad? And he goes, you'll get loads of views of me in it, Laws. Like, right, we're going to play another game.
Okay.
I've actually not written that many options down, so we're going to have to think of them on the spot, but I've got a couple that I think you'll go, ooh. So this game is called This or That.
Okay.
So you got to ask like really hard ones to both of each other.
Right.
So I'll do yours first, and then you can ask ones that you think I would like die at. So first one, Disney or the NFL?
NFL.
You would choose the NFL over Disney?
Yeah.
To one of them to exist?
If I could go to watch
You've just ripped the magic out of the world.
Packers every year and never go to Disney for the rest of my life, I would.
The NFL trip was one of the best trips I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
And the one thing, and I've told everybody here about it, that the fact that the opposing team can sit sit together.
Yeah.
And like they can drink a beer and like the Cowboys were playing in the Packers, and the Cowboys were just like, "Go Packers, you're annoying, but
we
you
met
go,
these
man."
really, really nice couples behind us, and he was a Dallas fan. And he was ringing all his mates going, "Man, we got these people from Scotland."
No,
like, we're not from Scotland.
But everyone was having such a laugh. And
It was amazing.
if you had a Man United fan sat next to a Liverpool fan,
Yeah, it'd go nuts.
yeah, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, NFL all day.
Back to the Future or Disney?
Back to the Future.
You're really peeing me off right now. Why are you sucking the
Oh,
magic
Back to the
out of
Future or Disney films?
Just Disney.
I could never go to Disney.
You could never even watch or breathe
Disney all day.
Yeah, that was the right answer. You can't choose Back to the Future over Disney.
Back
The
to the
world
Future
would
over
be quite
Disney
sad
films.
without Back to the Future. It's a classic.
It's classic.
You know, you've still got Jaws and Harry Potter and, you know. Okay, never go to Disney World again. I love how I mentioned Disney.
Yeah.
Dan and his family are Disney super fans.
Massive, yeah.
You haven't... He booked Florida for his 30th. You've still not been?
I've still not been, no.
Because of COVID?
Yeah,
Oh,
COVID,
no.
man.
Never go to... I think, sorry, just to interrupt myself. I think the universe is doing that because they want us to go when you're ready to propose.
5
that out
years.
there.
We'll wait.
Okay. Never go to Disney World again or never watch the NFL again. Pretty much the same.
Never watch Disney again.
No, never go to Disney World again or never watch NFL again.
Never go to Disney World ever again.
Is NFL your life? You love
Yeah,
it, don't
it is
you?
now, yeah.
Right. Pizza or a burger?
Right, where's the pizza from, if we're going to be technical?
Your favourite pizza
So Domino's.
or your favourite burger?
Oh, I'd eat pizza.
Would you?
Yeah.
You'd get rid of a burger?
So chicken, sweet corn, jalapenos.
It's good job I got you that sweet corn.
Yeah, barbecue base, banging.
Right. I didn't know that.
Domino's.
I'm learning new things.
Yeah.
I had a really good one then and it's just left my head. Have you got any? What was mine then? I mean, a big one for me is Disney Harry Potter.
All right. Never do the princess stuff again, or never do TikTok ever again.
Oh my God.
That's tough.
That's not me sick.
What would you do?
Oh my God, I don't really feel like that's fair. I genuinely would say I wouldn't do a TikTok again. There is absolutely no way on this earth I would ever get rid of being a magical princess for kids like that. Feeling of, because when I did it for my old job, like the enjoyable bit of my old job, and then doing it for myself, like top tier feel good job, best thing I could have ever done. The kids love you, the parents love you, like you've got your own business.
Yeah.
Whereas TikTok, like I love, but compared to being a princess, it does not hit the same.
All right.
That was
Never get married, or never celebrate Christmas ever again.
never get married. Sad
Really?
that, yeah.
No way.
I'm never not going to... Oh, God, I would never, ever wish this world to not have Christmas. If we didn't have Christmas in this world, and I actually always think this, what would we do?
December is the greatest month of the year.
It is not October to November. December is the greatest month of the year, and I still keep my Christmas decorations up a week into January.
Yeah.
Because it makes me depressed. Yeah, that was an easy one. Carl, give me one more hard one.
Let me think.
Never eat a curry again, or never go to Disney World.
Oh, that is tough.
That is not tough.
It's
You
tough.
would not choose a curry over Disney.
Curries are banging though.
Over Disney World.
Yeah, but it's like one trip a year. Curry is a consistent Friday night in my life. No, I'd sack off curries.
You'd have to. Like, Disney World's magic, do you know what I mean? Like, no, you can't do that.
Never have a dog. Or, I know you really love that. Never have a dog.
I've just remembered my biggest stick about you.
Go on.
Oh my God, as if I didn't say that. I've contemplated dumping you so many times over this in my own head. Sorry, I have.
It's all right.
He's not a dog person. Horrific.
No, right. I feel like I need to.
No,
I'm
Dan,
not a cat person.
Woody is the cute rat. Jody,
No.
how cute is Woody?
Oh, you're mad
He's
him
next
too
le-
much.
I hate that.
He's such a
I hate
mad
that.
ass.
Oh, you need to get a grip. No, you
I
can't.
do like dogs. I'd like dogs.
Not really.
I would have a dog, but
Your
I'm
sister's dog, Walter, comes in the room. Walter, love that. And he's the cutest little thing ever.
Yeah.
He barks a bit, but, you know, you got to give him some attention. And you go, You smirk at him. You just go, you're all right. I swear you've said, are you all right to Woody? You're all right.
Yeah, that's how you greet a dog.
No, you don't. You go, who's the pretty doggy? Who's the baby?
I would
literally
have a
say that to
dog.
Woody so much. Who's the baby then?
I'm not a cat person.
Not a cat person, I
No.
agree with that. Although my grandma had a cat and it was like a dog. And it was the most amazing cat ever. The only thing is, they molt everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and they don't love you, do they? Let's be honest. I mean, that cat did, but most cats do not love you. That's how I don't get how you can't be a dog person.
Oh, I've had a dog. I've had a dog for years.
Doesn't matter if you've had a dog. You could have a dog and it could live in the cellar. Like, you need to be a dog person.
Yeah.
Your mum's dog got fleas and she gave it to your sister. I'm not even taking the piss. She gave it to your sister.
Well, it was technically her dog, to be fair.
Right, but she shipped him off because he got a few fleas. I've had nits and my mum didn't get rid of me. Do you know what I mean? You're not dog people. But I always say to your mum, and my dad's still not rang me. I always say to your mum, like, when she gets a dog, like, that is the greatest company in the world. Like, so Woody's living with my grandma at the minute and I can't have him at my house, but my house feels so empty.
Yeah.
And there's no one to greet me at the door. Yeah, Benji, Jodie's little doggy Benji, he's amazing. I think when you choose your own dog when we live together.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Okay, do your last one about the dog thing.
I was going to say, never have a dog or never have a Mackies for the rest of your life.
That's the easiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Never have a Mackies.
Really?
Yeah. Because I can have KFC, I can have Domino's, I can have fish and chips, I can have any food in the world. I would never give up having a dog.
All right.
If you'd have said dog or Christmas.
Never have another McRib for the rest of your life.
Right, now you're just being dramatic because it were good.
Yes, they were.
It were good, but I'm not going to choose a McRib over my dog. You know what I mean? Like, that would be really bad. But I think to answer my own crazy this or that, Christmas or a dog, I'd actually probably maybe get rid of Christmas. Might even take it a bit.
Would you?
Yeah, I feel like I can't do that to my doggy. Right, so we're going to wrap up the episode.
Yeah.
Dad still hasn't rang. I'm pretty fuming. I need to check on him because he always answers. Now he's let me down. I'm going to finish my episode off because I did the same with Jodie with a Q&A from my followers. Jodie sent a few of these in. You can so tell, and they're from the More Than Just a Princess account as well. Yeah. So, just to finish the episode off, is Dan a mummy's boy? Just put my boyfriend is.
100%, yeah.
You take the mummy's boy to the extreme though, don't you?
Any boy that doesn't love his mother, there is something wrong with them.
Yeah. You are up there with one of the most though. And not as much as Luke. Dan's up there.
I'm proud of it.
She washes your underpants. She doesn't iron them though. You know, she just...
Who irons their underwear?
Some mothers would. What is your ick about Dan? We've mentioned that a couple of times, haven't we? The dog thing, like, goes, like, way more than the others. Besides Christmas, what's your other favourite holiday? Holidays. That's
Holidays.
American.
Your birthday don't really count, does it?
I would say so, yeah. That is the day about me. Everyone buys me presents. Everyone's like, how old are you today?
I quite like bonfire night. I think bonfire night's all right.
What the fuck? What?
Well, the rest of them are boring. Easter.
Don't piss me off and not say Halloween, because that is out of order.
I don't get Halloween.
You cannot choose bonfire night when you sat in my house and went, bonfire night's shit, innit?
Because,
you didn't go to a bonfire. You didn't listen to the fireworks.
You said, but we'll go to this bonfire night. Yeah, all right then. We'll go to this thing in Burnley. The night of it, you realise you had to book tickets and never did. So we did sit in your living room.
I'm not bothered. It's a shit holiday. No one likes bonfire night.
I like it.
And it scares dogs. So you can clearly tell he's not
as
a
well,
dog
do you know
person.
why I also like it? And not to bash on about America. When we were in America, we were trying to explain what bonfire night is because they don't get it. And he was like, what? So
you light a bonfire?
You set a guy on fire because he never blew up Parliament? And you're like, yeah. What's not to like about it?
I didn't even know that.
And this guy was like, what? I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, and he was like, so you don't have Thanksgiving? I was like, we're shit.
Yeah.
We're a shit country. Why are we not like them? So Halloween would be mine.
Yeah.
But I hate that it's so close to Christmas because I almost want to start putting my tree up in October, but I've got to wait and be spooky. It's like one extreme to the other. One of these is really bad from Jodie.
Come on.
You might want to say edit it out, and it's completely up to you. But who's Karen? I dare you.
So I got with a significantly older woman when I was like 28, and she's never lived it down. She was significantly older.
As old as his mother.
She was fit though.
Oh! You scruff. chubby bastard.
She was fit. You make it out like it was some old granny. She was fit.
We're talking like Pamela Anderson vibes.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I don't believe that.
Trust me.
She's called Karen.
You leave Karen alone. She was fit.
Don't you have Karen's back? So we met her on Tinder, went to Karen's house, and then every night now and again, I've just seen Karen out running. I'm like, right.
I actually did, though. I actually did. We were dating, and I was like, you've never guessed who I'd just seen. She was like, it was like Karen.
She couldn't have the worst name on the freaking planet. I'm not even taking you to that Karen diner because I don't want to hear the name again. Someone's put, when's the podcast? Asking from America. I love that.
No way.
So you'll probably be watching it when you hear this, but it'll be December, Christmas vibes. Okay, 2 last questions before we end the podcast. Who's the better driver? Me.
Absolutely not. Are you for real?
They all know about my
If you
speeding.
can get in her car because of all the shit that's in it,
Agreed.
you will probably die on the way to wherever you're going.
I have a busy life, and I think my car is the least. My dad. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Sadie.
Oh my god. So I'm actually filming my podcast right now, Dad.
Hiya.
Right, so we were kind of betting how you would answer, and it's normally right.
I'm at work. I'm trying to be professional.
I'm at work. What were we ringing him for? Dad,
Yeah.
you need to watch this episode with Dan. Dan's just called you a chav on camera.
Really?
Oh.
I didn't really, Sadie.
What do you think about Salford, Dad? It's a shithole, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He's chav-tastic.
Chav-tastic.
He's proper chavvy.
Yeah, like,
Hey.
you're right.
Hey. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah. Right, Dad, it wasn't actually urgent. I just wanted to hear how you would answer the phone.
Okay.
And I've just told everyone that you always answer, and it's taking you literally 15 minutes to get back to me.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm at work.
Right, so
I'm trying to get tomorrow's work done today.
make sure you bring that chain when you're on episode. Dan likes it.
What chain?
You gold chain around your neck.
Who likes it?
Dan.
Oh, he loves it.
Right, love ya.
Right, love you too. Bye.
Bye. That was so disappointing for my dad. He usually is chavier than that, isn't it? See, my dad's not a chav. Hi, love. That's quite normal, isn't it? Right, last question before we end the podcast is, who's your celebrity crush? I'm going to guess. It's definitely someone Spanish, eh?
Yeah.
Because you love that. Is it Eva something?
No.
But I would have said Margot Robbie.
I mean, if anyone with eyes can say Margot Robbie is
I agree.
incredibly attractive.
Yeah.
My celebrity crush would be Salma Hayek.
Who's that?
She's a Mexican Spanish actor. She's
From-
so fit.
From what movie?
Have anyone ever seen Dusk Till Dawn?
No.
No, Quentin Tarantino? No.
No?
She's in that.
Right, okay.
Have you seen Grown Ups? Adam Sandler's wife.
So completely different to me.
Yeah.
Love that.
If
Right,
you
they're all-
tell me she isn't attractive.
Whatever.
She's fit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's the end of the ep.
It's been great.
You got much more into it.
Yeah.
You chilled now.
I was
aren't you?
nervous at the start.
You were. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, whether that's YouTube, Spotify. I am super grateful. And yeah, thank you, Dan, for being on the episode. I hope you all enjoyed.
Bye.
Bye.